I live in Texas, right? So we are, what you talk about, I think, is actually in the mind of a lot of people, right? In terms of who can you trust, whether that's actually they have gone through the scientific process to actually get the results that is credible or that is at least trustworthy to a high extent. And I think a difficulty with respect to, for example, during the pandemic, we have a lot of scientists actually coming out, right? And they are highly qualified, and yet they can still not agree on what is actually the most accurate prediction or what they believe should be the way forward, right? So I don't think doing more gatekeeping and limiting the access would necessarily produce better results. I share the concern that I think the information can be misused by others, right? And that eventually would be harmful, especially for those people who cannot distinguish between what's valuable and what's not, and they just listen to somebody who provide information and then they use it and then they get spread to others, especially in this environment with social media, with other things, people not listening to what's going on there. But my response will be probably the way I treat speech or I treat access to information. Doing more control and gatekeeping and censorship does not necessarily produce better results, right? I would rather have more information to be out there so that if there's any problem, more people can get on to look at what's going on. They can do the analysis. They can find out whether this is actually correct or not, right? One quick response is that we assume that somebody actually knows the answer. And during the pandemic, we have already seen that, right? Even for highly credentialed people, they still cannot achieve consensus in terms of what's going on there. And I tend not to believe that we can figure out how to do gatekeeping if we do not know who actually know the right answer, right? So I share the concern about misuse of information, but I also fear that more gatekeeping is actually worse than letting information out and try to find other ways to actually address that.